Great. Sunday morning, our traders are getting ready for Monday practicals, right? There is also very important. Welcome all of you, my dear friends. I really liked it. See, attending Sunday classes is not at all easy for traders, right? It's a family time, free time. In spite of that, we are sparing for our passion, that is trading. I really liked it. And the today topics are going to be, and apart from the weekly analysis, today we are going to discuss what is a price action, types of trends, and see what is a bullish market, bearish market, sideways market, and also the volume goes with a trend, right? Why it is so important, volume, especially in the stock analysis, and also why we need to ride the trend until it bends. Very important. These are the topics very quickly, and we are going to discuss. So hope everybody is ready. Okay, let's start. And Raju sir is also revisit all these concepts, uh, and also is going to take a weekly analysis. The first, let's start with what is a price action. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, could you please, and type in how many of you are price action traders? Yeah, you can type PAT. Okay, you can type PAT. Let me know that. Are you using a indicators? No, sir, I'm using a super trend, CPR, and some other indicator, RSI, stochastic, moving average. I'm using. If you're a price action trader, PAT, you type it. We'll discuss a few examples also. So, if more traders are indicator based traders, will give a more importance. Super trend, measure. Okay, PAT. Okay, could you please type in how many of you are already a price action trader? I would like to know that. Yes, Mr. Satish Reddy Garu, Mr. Kumar, and Mr. Goyal, and Blue Monk, Raj, Ravindra, Girish. Majority of our traders are a super trend. Price action, and also Girish is using a super trend for additional confirmation. Blue Monk, a super trend plus price action. Okay, good combination. But what happens? Why do you use a super trend, my dear friends? Why do you use a super trend? Just to identify trend. If you are able to identify trend using a price action, why do you want any other indicator, isn't it? See, that is what we are going to discuss. If a price action itself is going to help you, whether I'm in an uptrend or a downtrend, or am I in a primary trend? What is a primary trend? Is it a bullish or bearish? Am I in a secondary trend? Is it market is correcting wave? It is exhibiting a correcting wave, right? That is what we are going to discuss. Very nice. A couple of traders are using a both indicator, right? Double confirmation. Rajat, huh? Because you are coming on Sunday morning, we have to give a value for your time, isn't it? So we need to give value for your time, and we will ensure you will get some good learning today. So next 2 hours, you will get some good learning. Yes, Monday you will get some more confidence, because I know that 70 to 80% our traders are already price action traders. Couple of them are also still using indicators. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the what is price action. And a price action is a method of trading methodology where we are going to identify entry exit based on the and chart patterns, right? And trend lines, candlestick patterns, and also demand and supply zones, Fibonacci levels, and including pivot points. On based on all this, and we are identifying whether market is in the uptrend or a downtrend, what could be the probable entry level, exit level. We are identifying using the chart patterns, candlestick patterns, support and resistance, demand and supply zones, pivot points, and also Fibonacci retracement levels. Okay, my dear friends, this type of trading we call it as a price action trading. And now, why majority of traders? Why majority of our traders are price action traders? Yes, there is a couple of advantages, and the price action is going to give you the edge. See, edge is very very important. Whether any profession, edge is very very important, including in trading. So price action is giving you edge over other traders who are using a super trend, RSI, stochastic, a CPR, any other fancy indicator if they are using. And as a price action trader, you are getting an advantage or a edge. What is that edge? First of all, you are able to identify a reversal well before other traders. What is the key advantage? You are identifying the reversal well before other indicators. If your super trend is and giving in a trend here after all the crossovers, and your price action is giving a green signal here itself. So your buy signal is coming here, and super trend will give you the buy signal here. So that is the key advantage. What is a, if you are able to identify well before other traders, and your risk to reward is going to be bigger than other traders. Other traders are getting 1:1, you are getting 1:2. Okay, every 1 rupee risk you are getting a 2 rupees, right? That is an advantage. See, this kind of a edge is very important in the longer run to become a profitable trader, right? End of the day, what is important? You are not going to be right always. Whenever you are right, you need to make more money than other traders. So that is the key advantage of this price action trading. And then what is the another risk to reward is better. You are able to identify turning points, well before other traders. This is a main advantage of price action trading. So hope you are able to get it compared to other indicator based trading. So now you can see this, right? Indicator based trading. So the problem with the multiple indicators, you will get a signals very late, and also you will get confused if you are using a multiple indicator. RSI will give you the buy signal, moving average will tell you wait. So what happens when one indicator is telling wait, another indicator is giving a buy signal, and over analysis become paralysis. And after here, you are all the indicators will give you buy signal. Where? Here. But price action will give you exact precise entry. There is a supply, you enter. This is your risk. Your reward is superb. All other indicators are giving a sell signal here. So that is the beauty. So this is an example why we should use a price action better than any other indicators. So now let's get into the different types of trend. So there is a uptrend, downtrend, sideways. These are the major trends, right? So generally, price action traders are using a Dow theory, higher high, higher low, formations. Let's see that how we can identify the uptrend, downtrend, and sideways using a Dow theory. And this is a very famous theory, and it's practicing last more than 100 years. But because of this. Many people are using these indicators to more than helping traders to sell their indicators. So why indicators become so famous? And all this market profile, including the what is that CPR, all these fancy indicators have come very recently. But price action trend analysis established way back 100 years back only, Mr. Dow, and he is telling very simple way how to identify a trend. Let's see that how to identify uptrend. When the market is going in the uptrend, so market has to create in the price action higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. As long as market is forming this higher high, higher low, so trend is intact, trend is uptrend. Okay, assumption is trend is uptrend. Depending upon your trading style, if you're a pullback trader, you are if you're a breakout trader, you will buy consolidation breakout. So that is what Dow theory says. If market is creating a structure that is a higher high, higher low formation, then the market trend is up, creating a bullish trend. Now, next, what is a bearish trend? When the market is creating lower low, lower high formation, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. That means a trend is downtrend. So you can clearly see that. And once the lower high breaks, what might happen? So there is a two scenarios. If this is a very important demand, if it is a higher time frame demand, then market may take a U-turn. It is not an important demand, but market is extremely oversold. Market may create a sideways. Please understand, when the market breaks and lower high. This is a lower high. There is a two scenarios happens. One, market may create a V-shaped recovery, provided, and this is a secondary trend, and the primary trend is this. The primary trend is this, and then what happens? So market will take a U-turn. So please understand this. And if market is not, but market is oversold, it is not great, demand zone, or not an important pivot point where market will take a U-turn. Then market will create a sideways. So that is the two things happens. You need to identify higher time frame and demand zones as well, if market is creating a V shape or not. So you can see that it is a little complex higher high, higher low formation. It is not as simple as the way I showed in this, right? Market is not going to give you such kind of a easy trending chart patterns, right? So market will throw you this kind of a complex. You can see that what is the bullish trend? Higher high, higher low. The breakout of structure, BOS means breakout of structure. So they broke the high and then created a high, then small correction, then market again resume the uptrend. So I would like to tell you, so what is a primary trend? What is a primary trend? Primary trend is up. What is a secondary trend? This is within the pattern, and this trend, which is a corrective wave, we call it as a secondary trend. So the market is bullish. Market is creating a primary trend and secondary trend, and again a primary trend. And within that, there is so we discuss what is that. We also discussed there is a minor trend. This is a minor trend. So market will create some sort of a small noise within the primary and secondary trend. That is called it as a small primary trend. Sorry, not primary trend, minor trend. So we call it as a minor trend. Don't give a much importance. You need to give a importance for primary trend, secondary trend, primary trend, secondary trend. That's all you need to do. As an intraday trader, this is also good trade. This is also good trade. And the only thing is you will lose a big, capital premium only in the minor trends. Minor trends you will lose. So please understand this. And the concept is simple: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. But within the pattern, market will create this is a major trend, and this is a secondary trend, major trend, minor trend. This is a minor trend. Within the wave, market will create some sort of a noise, short-term noise. For intraday trader, please understand this. We'll go to the live chart as well. Okay. And if you have a questions, I would like to request hold on your questions. We will have a 10 to 15 minutes after this topic. We'll discuss. Right now, you have to be ready for how to identify and the trend within the trend, major trend, secondary trend, primary trend, secondary trend, and minor trend. So hope you are able to understand. So the primary trend, this is a primary trend. What is a secondary trend? This is a secondary trend. What is a minor trend? Primary, secondary, minor. This is a minor. Some sort of a zigzag pattern within the secondary or a primary wave. So we call it as minor trends. Depending upon your trading style, if you're an intraday trader, so this minor trends maybe around 5-10 minutes it may last, right? The major trend will last whole day. My market may give you a primary trend. Secondary trend may last 1 or 2 hours. Then suddenly market will resume the another 2 hours major trend. Major trend we call it as a primary trend. Primary trend, secondary trend. Don't get confused. So these are all the patterns within the patterns. So hope you were able to understand this, and let's go and analyze some real examples. You will understand better. And please hold on your questions. We are going to help you. So what is this pattern? This is a sideways pattern where market neither going upside or downside. This kind of a pattern we call it as a sideways pattern or a sideways market. So this is a major challenge for option buyers. It's a good for option sellers. Let's get into the one real example so that you'll understand better what we have so far discussed, and importance of price action, why we need a price action, and then we also discussed how to identify uptrend and downtrend, within the uptrend and downtrend how to identify primary trend, the secondary trend, and minor trend. And then what is a bull market, bear market? Definition is not required. Every trader can understand what is a bear market and bull market. Bull market means uptrend, bear market means bear trend, means a downtrend, and sideways means neither going up nor going down, just passing the time so this kind of a trend we call it as a sideways. Volume goes with the trend. So this is we need to discuss, and you need to follow the trend until it bends. Please understand. You have to follow the trend until it bends. You can't assume, okay, this is a resistance, market is going to, but market has to tell that lower low formation. Till that time, you have to ride it. If you are not riding, you will lose. And yes, the major trend you will lose. We don't know where market is going to end. The trend is going to end. So let's get into the one small example, volume, and then we'll go to the intraday examples. So there is a one example. Are you able to see this chart? Could you please type in yes? Because these are all the things very important for swing traders. Volume follow the trend. Because let us make it a little interactive, because you are sparing your quality time, family time, personal time for your learning. That is trading. That is your passion. So quickly you need to type yes, I want to discuss this chart, and you will remember for your life, whether you are a swing trader, intraday trader. Intraday trading, especially index, we are not considering volume, but we do analyze the open interest. But in the stocks, you should look at the volume. You should look at the volume. Yeah, type in, my dear friends. So because the session belongs to you, you should not feel that no, you are not giving a value for my time. No, that is our assurance, our guarantee. You have to get a value for your time, and ensure these concepts are working, evergreen, and it's been working last 150 years, and it is going to work. It is not like indicators that the Newtons and Einsteins of stock markets are creating these nonsense indicators and to sell nothing else, and then they will vanish from the market. So then they will reinvent some colorful indicators. They will come back and the old wine in the new bottle and a new color, and they sell, and again they will come back after a few years. This will repeat, but price action will evergreen. It is going to be evergreen. So very nice. Our traders are okay. Typing in everybody. Bhavesh ji, Mehta ji is able to understand what I am telling. These guys will exist as long as market is exists. As long as market. Yes, absolutely. Oh, see what is this concept says. Let's go to the concept here. The concept says volume always goes with the trend. So please understand this is very, very important, especially stock traders. Volume goes with the trend. What does it mean? My dear friends, let's go to the concept. When the market is creating a higher high formation, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. See, look at this. So market is keep on creating a uptrend, but is that uptrend is attracting the volume? What is the volume rising? In the uptrend, especially in the primary trend wave, right? This wave, market is attracting the volume. When there is a corrective wave, secondary wave, what is happening? So volume is coming down. There is a correction. Market is corrected all the way from 400 to 300. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Volume is coming down. When the market is creating an uptrend, what is happening? Volume is going up. So this is very, very important. Whether you are a short-term trader or a long-term investor, you are trading and you are holding for a couple of years, you should not exit just because of this. Because I bought at 200, market is now 400, I will exit. But what happens? That is what this concept is all about. What does it says? The trend is assumed in motion until reversal is signaled. You have to ride the trend until it bends. And if you are exiting just because your 100 rupees becomes 200 rupees become 400 rupees, I will exit, but you will lose. What is this? And today is 1,100 rupees, and you will regret left, right, center. I would have holded another 1 year, and I would have got 3 to 4x, 3 to 4x. And that is the beauty of trading and trend. What is the beauty of trend? This is what you should ride it until it bends, whether you are intraday trader or a long-term trader. But your objective, if you're a long-term investor, follow the weekly chart and hold it until market breaks this area. Right? You can keep trailing it. Is it broken the important higher low? No. Is it broken the important higher low? No. Is it broken the important higher low? No. What is the volume is telling? Volume is telling, and the bulls are buying aggressively. Buyers are very aggressive. How do I know that? Volume is increasing when the price is going up. This is extremely good sign, especially when you are looking at charts. You are buying for a couple of weeks to couple of months, even for a long-term investors. And if you're holding for a 3 to 5 years or 10 years, and this kind of a volume surge is very, very important. So this is about these two concepts, and then we'll go to the intraday concepts. So we are discussing importance of volume, how volume is increasing along with the trend. So these are all the characteristics of a good trend. So hope you are able to understand. What else we need? We need a real examples in intraday, isn't it? So hope you got it. Please discuss. Santosh is asking, a Bitcoin continuing crashing. Is there anybody seems buy on dip with a high volume? Absolutely, Bhavesh. So anybody, if you are a Bitcoin investor, you can type Bitcoin. Let us check if time permits. We are going to discuss Bitcoin because Bitcoin, I am not tracking much. In case if there is a Bitcoin trader, if you are a genuinely investor or trader, you can type Bitcoin. So for one or two, audience or one or two traders, it's very difficult to discuss if there is a majority traders or equity traders and index traders, right? And just anyhow, if you are a index traders, you can type in Bitcoin. We are going to help you. So now let's go to the intraday chart, and hope you got it. Let's go to the intraday chart. How to identify a downtrend and uptrend using and Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let's go to the Nifty now. We don't have any Bitcoin traders, right? Do we have? No. If we don't have a Bitcoin trader, let us discuss Nifty itself. I would like to tell you, especially you are showing increase in the volume and price. How can we know that before the price is going to increase? Murli, okay, hold on your questions and all you can hold your questions. We are going to help you. First, let us understand the concept. I will take the questions. I would like to ask you. So, what is a market is creating? First, let us understand. Let's go to the how to identify primary trend, and then we'll go to the secondary trend or a smaller time frame and joining the trend. Sometimes in intraday you'll get a confused because market is creating a lot of noise. Whether it is a secondary wave or a primary wave, you need to join the trend using a Dow theory, right? And here what happened is market created, and I would like to ask you, so market is the primary trend is, what is a primary trend? Who is going to tell me primary trend? What is a primary trend? Can you please type in? Is it uptrend? Is it uptrend or a downtrend? Primary trend. Which is market is coming from a important daily time frame and creating very nice, very nice. This session is belongs to you. The more you are interactive, the more knowledge goes to your mind, more confident you are in the live market. It is a hindsight market. It is a dead market. We can analyze many things, we can tell, but in the live market, this knowledge is going to help you to navigate. So how did we identify market is in the uptrend? So you need to enter here. We already defined in the pre-market itself, we told you this is the entry level. The primary trend is up, and this is a corrective wave. That is a secondary wave, secondary trend. Whatever you tell, you give many names. It is a secondary trend. This is a primary trend. The primary trend is intact. The secondary trend is completed. So that is what we said in the live market. The primary trend is intact. The secondary trend is completed. We are now heading for all-time high. So yes, there is a lot of other concept, stop loss hunting. So many things we tell. This is a secondary wave, right? After that, you are entering and a primary wave here. When you enter a primary wave, your targets are going to be very big. So look at this. A day high is the first target, which we identified. This is a scalping profit. And then, so these are all the things in the live market. We analyzed it. We are going to give you the live link also. Every day you can participate, morning 10 to 2 p.m. and you will analyze with us. Along with us, you can analyze the market. So right now, what happened here? So market created, what is this? Market created a noise, consolidation, minor waves. Okay, minor trend market created, minor trend. This is a minor trend. And then market resumed the primary trend. That is, what is this? Uptrend. What market created? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And this is where the market broke the structure and then started creating a lower low and then lower high. Why this is a lower high? Who is going to tell me? This is a lower high. That is what market is corrected. Who is going to tell me? Is it a lower high or a higher low? Is it a lower high or higher high? Who is going to tell me right now? Either is it a higher high or a lower high? These are all the concept structure, analysis. In intraday, we have to take some decision based on these concepts of Dow theory. Why market created a one more day low? Radhika ji, you are typing both. I am asking, is it a higher high or lower high? I am asking. You look at the chart and tell me. I am talking about a recent example so that you can understand better. Is it a lower high or a higher high? Just market is broken the day high. Does it become higher high? Just market is broken the morning high. Does it become higher high or a lower high? This is a very interesting case study on Friday. Only intelligent intraday traders made money on Friday. Intelligent intraday traders. I am talking. If you are ordinary and you will become a super bullish here, you will expect this. But if you're able to read the price action, surely you will be. This is a trap level. Let me wait for a confirmation. We'll go with this. My dear friend, it is a lower high. It is lower high. Why? They broke this swing low. This is lower low. This is a lower high. Okay, now this become a primary trend. This is become primary trend, and this is become secondary trend. Sir, I also able to write this. Congratulations. I am also able to write it. It is okay because even this corrective waves, this is a secondary trend, is given a points for you because I was expecting this, but market given a deep pullback. This secondary wave looks like a reversal, but actually it is a pullback. Why it is a pullback? They broke the previous day low. Very important support. They created a lower low. Then they created a lower high. Then rest is an history. Market broke the day low. So this is how you need to adjust your analysis. And you need to adjust your analysis. Instead of market a small pullback, market is given a deeper pullback and then corrected. So yes, if you are in the primary trend, your stop loss is triggered. You entered a secondary trend, you made some profit, and then you adjusted with the secondary trend and you made money. So this is how, as a trader and investor, you need to adjust with the trend. If you are not adjusting with the trend, you will be lost. Sir, C bola tha, P bola tha, P by gaya, C by gaya. So you will be completely lost, and that is where paralysis happens. Over analysis. I entered CE. I become a bullish just because of day high broken. I did not notice this. Very important. But anyhow, whatever you do an analysis, you are not going to be right always. Please understand. So market will prove you, and the market is always right. You are wrong. So whenever market says you are wrong, you exit. I was expecting this market given a deeper pullback. It's fine. We identified this supply. We identified this demand. This market may retest this supply. It happened. So this is also happened. So where do I get this all the analysis and intraday analysis? You can get it in our YouTube channel. You will get it in our YouTube channel. Are you there in our YouTube channel? Let me know. Okay. And this is the YouTube channel. So just a second, I'll show you. And in the live market, we analyzed it. So just a second. And if you are not present in this group, let me know. Are you there in this group? Are you there in this group? Yes, you need to type it. If you're not there, I'll give you the link. You join it. It is a free. Let me tell you, it is a highly professional Telegram channel. What is we identified supply? We identified demand. It is not I'm telling you hindsight. Sir, you are telling in a Sunday, anyhow, market is closed. You can tell n number of things. You can tell n number of things. But we have told this in the live market. This demands probably will be respected. This supply is going to be respected. And if you are not there, we will give you the link. You can type in. If you are present, yes. And if you are not present, and I'll give you the link and join. It's an absolutely free, and you are going to learn a real price action. You are not going to depend on the magic indicators. You're not going to depend on the so-called aftermarket experts who are coming only when the market is closed. Instagram, Facebook, and also other medias, including TV channels, and they will just bluff you and without any teaching. But we are only few in India and trainers who are coming in the live market and training you, and we are giving you whatever we preach, we are practicing in the live market. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand this. Please understand this. You need to type yes. Are you present? If you are not present, I'll give you the link, and you join the Telegram channel, and it is an absolutely free. So right away, I'll give it to you. Yeah. Yes, and that's all. And any other doubts, if you have, let me know. Every day I am in this session. Very good. Radhaji is already present in our live market analysis. Where is it? Live market analysis is available. And if you want to join the live market analysis, every day morning, you go to the art, YouTube channel. It is an absolutely again a complimentary and free, and most of the concepts are free. So one second, traders art. Yes, this is the YouTube channel, the where we are going to analyze elite wave. Okay, Sainath. Okay, let us complete. So this is where you will get analysis, and you need to go to the live. In the live tab, you will get this. Sir, you are asking how did we identify this demand? When did we identify this demand? So I will give you you just go and watch it. And look at this. When did we identify? So look at this. We clearly identified in the live market. It is not hindsight, I'm telling you. This is a live market analysis. At the time, what time we identified this? And when the market was trading around 26,100, we told you this is going to likely going to happen. It is happened, exactly what we predicted, because we identified this structure. So because they broken the low, they created a lower low, there could be a lower high probability, and there is a demand zone which they broke the day high, there could be a pullback. So from that pullback, market fell. So we are going to give you the channel name. You can register and you can subscribe the channel. So take this channel name and immediately go to the YouTube channel and subscribe it, so that Monday we are going to Raju sir now analyzing what is going to likely going to happen Monday market. So that is Raju sir session is going to predict the market on Monday. And right now, or any doubts if you have, let me know, guys. Any doubts? Is it a market is going to create a double top, or it is just a secondary trend? Is it a secondary trend? Will it market go for all-time high? That is Raju sir is going to predict. So my session and my topic is completed right now. Let me know any doubts related. Timing of a live session, timing at 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then Raju sir is coming at 1:30 to 2:30. It is almost you can take 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. you take it. Okay, in between we are more or less we are coming whole day, guys. Okay, more or less we are coming and helping you in the whole day. You take an advantage if you're a full-time trader. If you're a part-time trader, whenever time permits, you just visit the channel and take insights. That's all we would like to tell you. Any other doubts, let me know. So we are going to take a questions, and then Raju sir is going to predict the market for tomorrow. And sir, can we please explain again about demand and supply? Radha is asking. Radha ji, demand and supply zone is a vast subject. So what you can do is, in case if you want complete class, and you can take the class as well. So how to take that class? Whether you want a free class and or a paid class, everything is available here. Go to the description. And in the description, it is clearly mentioned in case if you open a DUN account, and you will get a complete demand and supply zone course absolutely free as a complimentary. No, I have a DUN account, then you can go and pay some amount and you take it. And any doubts, if you have any doubts, let us know. We are going to help you. So that's all, Radhaji. Everything we can't explain and in this session. In case any doubts, you can let me know. Any other doubts? First point, price discounts everything. Absolutely, Arun. The price discounts whether it is a good news or a bad news. And price will discount first. That is what the many good news will be sold into. Why? Many bad news are bought into. So example, this is where the Trump tariff drama was happening. Right? Trump imposed a 500% tariff. What happened? Market went up all-time high. Why? Trump tariff is already priced in. Trump tariff is already discounted. So please, who is telling it is discounted? The patterns are going to tell you. The patterns, higher high, higher low formations, a W patterns are going to tell you whether the Trump drama is discounted or not. Please okay, this is what you need to understand. So right now we are going to predict the market for next week. Be ready. Raju sir is maybe coming in any time and he's going to talk about and how to predict the market for next week, maybe tomorrow as well. So right now, how can I join the DUN account? I will join in the DUN account. Okay, Radhaji, no worry. And the link is available there and you can take advantage of that. So any other doubts if you have, let us know. So we will be there another a couple of minutes. Price action works in the SME. See, everywhere it is working. Who is asking? Rajat ji? whether Bitcoin, whether it is gold or silver. So everywhere it is working. I will, since Rajat is asking about SME and how do we program this in the algo. Bharat Kumar, Baran Kumar ji, algo. So always, you can execution algo is good. Uh, so any other thing, let me know. Baran Kumar, see, human brain is always better than algo, but algo for especially and execution के लिए you can use algo. For decision making, always should be from your brain. So no algo can match and with your brain. So that is what in India the best traders are discretionary traders, not these guys. Algo algos are good for execution, but decision making human brain is the best. Let me tell you, Mr. Barana. So please understand this, and that's all. And execution, yes, there is a many platform, including and Algo Mojo. So Webinar team is also giving Algo Mojo. In case if you want to execute this demand and supply zone trades automatically and without any tension, then they will help you. So they will help you. The team is going to help you. Any your favorite indicator is a demand and supply zone. My favorite indicator, Baran is asking, boring and supply zone indicator. This is my favorite indicator, which is going to help me. And where is the pending orders? Look at this exact fall, exact. So this is which is available absolutely free in the done. So don't worry. And so all this, any other thing, let me know, my dear friend. My favorite indicator, price action indicator. Charts in the done or some other. Vijay BG. See, the done is the best trading view and use it. Done is giving all the futures. You can open even 4 charts comfortably. You can open even 8 charts comfortably. And these are all the premium features which is available absolutely free. And you can set an alert. You can trade from the chart and you don't search anywhere in India, including that trading view website, not required. You open the account, which is absolutely free, and explore all the opportunities. And there is no annual maintenance. Account opening is free. If you like the platform, you can trade or you can use it for analysis. Who stops you? Who stops you, my dear friend? And right now, then account open multiple tabs issue and nothing is happening. Ang, who is telling Ang? I am using a 8 to 9 charts. There is not at all a problem. I have a multiple tabs I am using, nothing problem. Please check your internet and also delete all your history. Delete your history and go to the Google how to delete web history or browsing history. You just do that and it is going to be much faster. Then does not signal the algo Mujaffar algo. Okay, Rajat ji. So that is a team is going to help you and leave your number there and they're going to help you. Absolutely, Mr. Vijay BG. So that's all I would like to tell you. And also, and there is a premium advisory in case if you want a complete advisory. So that is also available. If I miss any doubts, let me know right now. Are you ready? Are you ready for Raju sir session? And let's predict the next week market. Are you ready? So let us invite Raju sir and the CMT and also CFTe and also SEBI Registered Analyst, our one and only Raju sir is going to take the session very soon. Are you ready? You need to type yes, ladies and gentlemen. And don't worry, Mr. Shanmuga, don't worry at all. You need to type yes. We would like to learn from the highly qualified expert analyst, Raju sir. And sir, may I know who is Raju sir? So let's go to the TraderSat web, and you can see the profile. And Mr. Raju is a certified financial technician, and only few people have completed in India. And also CMT, another a very highly recognized qualification for stock market analysis. And also he has taken a license from SEBI. And because of his highly qualified qualification, he is able to obtain, he is able to get SEBI registration very comfortably. And today he is helping many traders, especially is Raju sir is very good at stocks analysis, and all these concepts is every day following. What are all those concepts? And that it's a volume with the trend, and ride the trend until it bends. All these concepts. This is religiously following, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Let's welcome Raju sir. So can you please type in, my dear friends? Sir, I have opened an account course locked web link. Girish, send me a WhatsApp message, my dear friends. So let me give you a WhatsApp number so you can contact for a course activation. So, Raju sir, are you ready? Can you guide us? What would be the next week market? Is it going to be uptrend will continue, or will they create a double top at all-time high? Yes, Girish. WhatsApp number. Yeah, just a second. Let me give you, and we'll invite the. Ah, okay. Is it available WhatsApp number? What is the problem is happening? I don't know. Okay, just a second. Identify spike from it happens. How do we identify a premium spike before it happens? Ma John is expecting. Raju sir, are you there? Okay, could you please join?
Hello guys, am I audible? Hope I'm audible to all of you. Please write yes in the chat box, my dear friends. Great, that sounds great, my dear friends. So let me have a quick crack into the brief of price action, then we'll get into the weekly analysis. I'm going to share you some of the insights. Hope that sounds reasonable. Okay, great, my dear friends. I don't need to introduce myself because Mr. Manohar sir has introduced about me, so that will take a lot of time. So I don't need an introduction. Let's kickstart with the price action. We have to understand the brief of the swing highs and swing lows, which is the basic start of the technical analysis with a layman approach. If it is uptrend, downtrend, or a sideways trend, as we are seeing here, the higher tops and higher bottom sequences, I have put it up on the charts. So we are going to do the analytics on it in brief. So basically I have identified the 5 rules, which I'm going to have a brief recap, like price, discounts, everything except the acts of God, what we call it as Bhav Bagwan Che in Gujarati. Bhav Bagwan Che. See, basically what happens, everything is immersed in price action is god, what we call it as, because that's how even the combined market activities, like the market, somebody says operator operates, or the stocks is operated, but if it is a liquid stock or an index, everything is immersed in the price. Even the day to day activities, even the events, or anything happens, the news, results, everything, the foreseeable futures, like what we call the stock markets, are a discounting mechanism. Always markets are 6 months to 1 year ahead, like how the behavior of the market happens, that is how the price action acts. So before price leads everything, that's what even I believe in. The waves and patterns, I am a basically a Elliott waves trader with the price action confirmation. So that's how I do my analysis. I have a strength in identifying the reversal patterns. Even the unpredictable natural calamities, when they happen, are quickly abrased with a possible discounted action. That's the rule number one, my dear friends. There are basically 3 types of trends, as the Mr. Manohar Angadi sir explained: primary trend, a major trend, and a minor trend. So primary or a major trend, secondary trend, and a minor trend, that can be applied, the same can be applied for a intraday analysis, or even the longest of the trends for months to years. So minor trends are the short term fluctuations which happen. Secondary trend is a reaction of a primary trend, and a primary trend is a larger degree trend. We are going to analyze that in different sections now. So let me have a sneak into it, then I'll explain it to you in the charts. Oh, why it is correlated, how to do the analysis, we'll get into the weekly analysis very quickly, my dear friends. Let's see. So basically in this trend, it is a uptrend. We call this whole trend as a primary trend. This whole trend as a primary trend. In this, these are the secondary reactions what happen. And in between this, there are, like now I'm going to plot all the every single moves. We call it as a second, we call it as a, whatever happens here, I'm going to draw it clean for you. Every single move when it happens in these markets, we call it as a minor trends, which is included in the primary as well as secondary trends. So this is how minor trends are formed. This part we call it as a primary trend. This part we call it as a secondary trend. So a couple of secondary trends in a primary trend is established. These are the secondary trends. So this is how the behavior of the trends happen. Why it is important to understand the trends, I'm going to share. It is very important to understand the trends because trend is your friend, as it is quoted by the legendary trader and an investor Rakesh Junjunwala. Always trade with a trend, never fight against it. Whenever you want to make a big money or fortune, always trade with a trend depending on your intraday analysis or daily analysis. Let us see here. Let's see the example of a gold or a silver. See what has happened here. This is a silver chart. Basically, what has happened here, this is a primary trend. This is a primary trend of a silver. So I am marking it in a clear way. So this we call it as a primary trend. I hope one example is enough. Secondary trend is this one. The circles which are marked are the secondary trends where the sideways consolidation is happening in the markets. Still the primary trend is bullish in the silver. So in between this, whatever happens, these are the secondary trends which is happening in the market. Overall, the rise also, even in the circle or even here, whatever the rise happened, it is in the secondary trend. Now silver is in a complete secondary trend where the minor trends are fluctuating. So overall structure for the silver is still bullish, but the consolidation is happening here in the form of a secondary trend after a rally. So that is what we call it is in the price action terms, rally base rally. Hope it is clear, my dear friends. Whatever I am explaining, write yes in the chat box if you have any doubts. Write yes in the chat box. I'm going to show you the logic and the magic of the silver. What silver can do, we are going to discuss. Let's see the charts of the long term charts of the silver. Why I am going to give you a very big golden investment opportunity where there can be a fortune which can be created. Do you think the silver has rallied too much? 1.5 lakhs is too much for silver. I don't think so. Silver has just started its trend. Why we are going to analyze it now? Let's unlock itself. Speak. I will do my own biased analysis, but here the charts will speak itself. Let us see the term charts saying. So basically, what has happened in the price here? This is a 80-year breakout. $48 is a 80-year breakout. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 years in the silver. This is a 80-year breakout. A multi-year breakout has occurred in the silver. We can see that this is a 80-year breakout in the silver. So couple of shooting stars on the monthly chart has happened. Even it's a hammer, $44 to $45 is the ideal opportunity to enter the silver for a big huge move. Next 1 or 2 months any consolidation happens, it's a great opportunity to buy the silver for a rally, huge rally towards at least, even if it is fifth wave of third, it's exponential rally of the cycle degree, super cycle degree, where we are going to see, it towards 80 plus dollars. I bet it would be 80 plus dollars once the consolidation is over. So it's a 80-year breakout. Silver is just consolidating. It is showing the overbought zones needs to be getting over 46 to $48 would be an ideal buying opportunity with 45 as a stop. Silver is a great buy. This is just a start of a trend, my dear friends, of a multi-year bull cycle. After a 80 years breakout, see the magnitude of a breakout. That is why I see the price action or the price behavior as a ultimate thing. So are you guys clear with the silver charts? It's a great opportunity for silver. Hope my voice is audible to all of you. Am I audible, my dear friends? Hope I am audible to all of you. Yes, yes, most of them. I think your own systems might be having an issue. I have a clear mic and I'm speaking. Hope I am audible to all of you. So, as we are discussing the silver charts, I am giving you a golden opportunity in the next month or two to double your money or at least 50 60% returns. Silver from here 2,40,000 is a target with 130 as a base, 130, 135 as a base. Silver has just started its rally. Okay, let me come back to the different types of trends. Okay, I have given the primary, secondary, and the minor trends. How its behavior happens in different time frames. Now, larger degree chart I have explained in the silver what has happened with the different sectorial trends. Now there are three types of trends: uptrend, downtrend, and a sideways trend. What happens? Uptrend, higher tops, higher bottoms will form. Downtrend, lower tops, lower bottoms will form. Sideways, as we saw in the silver, sideways action consolidation will happen. So I'll take a very simple example now. A couple of examples starting with I want it to be interactive, so I'll come to the chat box. I'll ask you guys a question. So how long it will take for you to construct a house? Sir, if you are not interested to make money, how can I help if it is giving a golden opportunity? So how long? 1 year. Mr. Sainath is telling 1 year it will take to construct a house. 1 to 2 years, 18 months. Great, great. Some more answers, please, my dear friends. How long it will take to construct a house? I'm going to discuss with the behavior of markets, how the markets construct and how the markets destroy. That is why I'm asking a question. It's not the it's correlated. Whatever I'm discussing, it's totally correlated on the concepts. It's on the markets. Okay, great. Many of them are telling, Mr. Muthukumar is telling 6 months to 1 year. Any more? Anyone wants to answer? Okay, I'll ask you one more question. How long will it take to destroy a house? If you want to demolish a house, how long it will take? Great, great. 5 days. Someone is saying 1 day. 6 months. Okay, 5 days. 3 to 5 hours is a great answer. I believe that answer is right. Mr. Satish ji is telling that answer 5 days. But Sheet is telling 3 to 5 hours. LK Rao ji is telling few hours. Okay, 4 hours. Muthu Kumar is saying 1 day. Miss Ma'am Radha Ma'am is saying so. Great, a few answers have come up. Okay, why? Why? Because that's the law of gravitational force, my dear friends. Now, if you use a technology to destroy a house, it will even a biggest of the biggest apartments can be destroyed within few hours. So that is why that is the law of nature, law of gravity. Bull markets takes time to construct. Similarly, when the markets are falling, it is faster. So, to make money in bear markets, it's not so easy. You need to have a precision. Bull markets, you call it as like how they call buy right, sit tight. Let's take with guys Nifty example only. Why not with Nifty or Bank Nifty? See, we are seeing it here. Let me take a Sensex example. My dear friends, we are seeing the crashes, why and how it happens. This is a 2008 Lehman Brother crash. See the speed and the magnitude, how far it took to construct from 2001 to 2007, 2008. But within a year, the crash has come. Within a year, the crash has come. The speed is 8 years of bull market is destroyed within a year and a half. That is why that is the characteristic of a bear market. What happened here? Again, construction 2008 to this is we call it as 2020. January 2020 to March 2020. In a 2 months, we have seen this retracement in a 2 months, 2-3 months maximum. So this is the bear market what we saw. This is a weekly chart how we are seeing. See, construction is always difficult. Destruction is always easy. So if you toss a ball, like if you throw a ball, if you are sitting in a room, if it hits the roof, that becomes a resistance. And once the or else if you don't have a roof also, once the power reduces, the fall will be faster. That's what the law of gravity what we call. So behavior of the markets we need to understand. Falling markets are bear markets, rising markets are bull markets. Bull markets take its own time to construct. Bear markets, the crash happens faster. That is the behavior of these kind of markets. So now you understood the behavior of the markets. Sideways markets, it's a time consuming markets where you need to buy near the support, sell near the resistance. So that is how the construction of the trends happen here. Bull markets take time to rise, bear markets fall faster. See, the primary trend in the silver, again, we have explained when it hit the 60. So, secondary trends in between it, we have given an example. Reliance Industries also the rise as we have seen in between secondary trends are example explained. Here, this is one small example of a crude oil. How the downtrending primary trend has occurred until we have a larger degree trend. You need to trade with the trend, sell every rises. So what is the trading secret behind it? If you are in a buying spree, now what we need to do, you need to identify the see silver. All of us know it's a buy on dips, so wait for the right reversal. Trading should be only on the buying range, buy side. So how to trade with it? Only trade with the primary trend. Now it's a sideways market. Silver, as it is explained here, silver is in a sideways market. My dear friends, silver is in a sideways range. As we have discussed, silver is in a range bound action. What is happening? Basically, this is a range of 45 to $55, $10. Now we need to watch out how it behaves. The behavioral action is very much important. Then we need to act upon. So that is how the behavior one needs to understand before, because the fifth waves in the commodities are on an exponential rise. That's why I'm expecting 72 to $80 minimum in the silver. Many are predicting even 200 or $150 in the silver. So that is how the trends are ridden. When it made a top here, it was near October 16th. From then, the consolidation has been happening. It's been like around more than a month now. The consolidation can continue even if it is a double top kind of a pattern. This behavior is happening. So that is the primary and the secondary. Now it's a sideways trend. One needs to be very objective in these markets. So one needs to understand those behaviors. Hope everybody is clear. Say yes in the chat box, my dear friends, if you are clear. The different types of markets I have explained in a simplistic manner. How one can use it. Great, that sounds great. Most of you are clear with the primary and the secondary and the minor trends. So there are phases of the bull and the bear markets. How it happens? See, bull market where the accumulation phase. Whenever market it's a panic like COVID bottom, accumulation happens when the prices are depressed. Balance sheets are not good. There the big money is made where the smart people buy. The secondary phase is the steady advance when we as a technical analyst, when the previous important high swing higher high happens, then we are going to buy. The second phase where technical analyst harvests most of his profits, the change in trend is identified. Then the third phase when everything goes up, whatever as a retailer buys goes up. The final stage with increasing speculation, quality stocks refuse to go up. That is where the substandard stocks rise. That's where the speculation or the gambling happens. This is the bull market phases. Bear market phases when the valuations are really extreme. Distribution phase starts with preceding stages of a bull market. As smart investors, the abnormal valuations they identify, they start selling. Buying begins to thin out and sellers accelerate during the panic phase. The third and the final phase of a bear market is comprised of distressed selling, and the magnitude of selling is huge. Finally, the bear market ends like previous swing low breaks like lower top, lower bottom. As a technical analyst, we are going to short sell distribution. Exactly. See, my identification of the trends in even 1 minute chart to weekly charts is at the reversal points, key reversal points. That is a contrarian trade where I have a strength to identify the trades. Those who trade with us, they know that our nifty and the index levels are completely near the reversal points where none of the algos can predict unless there is some neural networks which they apply. So the reversal zones we act upon with a low risk high reward trade setups. That is how our trading methodology, particularly my analytics and trade ideas, how I share is at the reversal zones, not on the breakouts. Because breakouts take they can have a false move here. The low risk is there, even though I am ready to compromise 10 or 20% of the accuracy, but my risk reward ratio would be huge. So that is where different trading systems and methods will help. Understanding the behavior of the markets is a key to the trading success. How the bull markets perform, how the bear markets perform, how the different types of trends will be. Then only you can build up a system to act upon. Final phase of the bear market is like distress selling happens. Magnitude of selling will be huge. Finally, bear market ends with worst of the worst news, except the discounts gradually selling volumes decrease. So trend always is my friend. Trend is assumed to be in motion until the reversal is signaled. We try to identify the reversal points with a small available information. Then we act upon and add on to the secondary zones. So that's on the theoretical part. Now we'll get into the weekly analytics. Are you guys clear? Shall we get into the weekly analytics, my dear friends? The explanation what we have discussed, hope all of you are clear. Say yes in the chat box, then I'll get into the weekly analysis. I'm going to ask you one more question. Was the session boring? Whatever I explained, hope the insights were useful. Hope the insights are useful to all of you. Yes, great, my dear friends. Shall we get into the weekly analysis for the Nifty? I'll take the Q&A after once we do the weekly analysis. Let's see the objectivity. So basically, on a Elliott wave perspective, there could be a probability of 335. So this can be a flat correction which is happening in the markets. There can be a quick fall in the Nifty. A probability is high unless until we cross the levels of 26,330 to be precise, or 26,400. I would not be a buyer as of now. The markets are doing something which others don't expect that can happen. Everybody is extremely bullish. 335 flat correction. Well, there can be a pullback, but I am going to see here. We are maybe Monday's pullback can be from the support zones, but unless we cross this threshold zone, let's say we cross this threshold zone, then only I am going to act. We are exactly near the short term trend line support. We are exactly near those zones. So 26,050 breaks, the first zone of confluence will be broken. 50, let's say it's actually 60, but I'm marking it as 50. 26,050 breaks, then the markets would dance towards the lower zones. I'm making a shorter point of analysis as of now. The swing highs and swing lows have been clear, and 26,022, 26,000 breaks. Then the next leg of fall would come 26,020 to 25,980. 26,020 to 25,980 is my zone, a key area. 25,980 to 26,020 is the zone. Now 2560 is the important zone. 26,050 multiple supports are there. 25,980 or 2620 breaks. That the one more leg of trend would be broken. And also we are seeing, even if we rise 26,001, 120 to 26,165 would be the major resistance. For Nifty to clear the trend, 26,165 is crucial, and 26,120 holds to be the resistance zone. So these are the key confluence points which can be observed on Monday. So based on that, we are going to act upon and the short term trends, even if it is a descending triangle. So that is where we will see and act. Trend within a trend, nested pattern could be on the formation. So basically ABC, if completed, a 5 wave decline can come in the Nifty in a faster zone. If something wrong is cooking, if it doesn't cook, then we will see how to act upon. Even if it is a bullish count, let's see the Sensex charts. In any case scenario, the fifth, in this case scenario, 1 2 3 4 5, fifth might be complete, or else 1 2 3 is complete. Let us see this. So basically The strength of the trend is still imminent. Once we break this lows of swing lows of 26,020 in the Nifty or 26,050 in the Nifty, the crucial trend line, a simple trend, what I have been plotted, that breaks, then we are heading lower. Even 26,120 to 165 becomes a resistance on the upside if we rise on the Monday. On the downside, we can see 26,050 breaks, 60 breaks. We are headed lower towards 25,980, and then the lower levels of 25. 840 or 890 levels can be tested, or even 25,700 becomes a crucial zone. So these are the points of confluence which needs to be watched out based on the level to level basis. I will take a bullish view once 25 160 to 185, 26 150 to 185 crosses, 26 160 to 26 185 crosses. Then I'll take a bullish stance on the Nifty, and 26 200 above we can head towards 26 330 400 zones, and then the next view above 26 400 would be taken. As of now, the objectively bottom up analysis I had done for the Nifty, well, basically bank Nifty is making a bearish head and shoulder kind of a pattern. Unless this gap is filled as 59 200 to 59 400 levels becomes a major resistance for the bank Nifty. 59 200 to 59 400 becomes a major resistance. If that is taken out to 59 200 to 400, then 60,000 200 60,500 levels can be seen in the bank Nifty. And in the contrarian front, 58 700 or 600 breaks, bank Nifty is headed lower towards more than 1000 points, 1300 points decline. So watch out at least a 1,100 point decline below 58 700 or 600 zones. So 58 700 to 600 is a very important support for the bank Nifty, and 59 200 to 59 400 becomes a resistance of confluence. So that is the brief analysis. If this complete or not, we need to watch out. Banks have outperformed. Now is a time to be very crucial week ahead. Even if Nifty turns out or Sensex turns out to be a flat correction, this low of 84,500 is very important for the Sensex. Similar to the Nifty, the weekly low of 25,840 is very much important. So 25,840 and 25,700 are the crucial zones. 700 or 60 are the important zones for the Nifty to act upon for the shift reversal. So either way, we are prepared. I would not act outrageously in any trades. So we are prepared for the bear case scenario, alternative count if it is bullish. We will see and act accordingly based on the objectivity. So that's the Nifty and the bank Nifty analysis. For the forthcoming week, I'm not going to take any of the stock analysis. Let us see the IT index. IT index is underperforming. Pharma could be in a triangle. Pharma could be in a triangle before the next leg of rise comes. 20,000 to 20,300 becomes an important support now. Unless we cross the previous 2 weeks high, pharma is in a triangular pattern. That is the high of 22,865. So 23,000 has to be crossed. Well, metals, there can be regular flat. If we are doing that, then the final leg of rise in a stupendous way can come, or else if the bottom makes out to be this one only 10,000 or 9,900, then the support would be held. If it is a ABC irregular flat correction, then metals could correct a bit towards 8,300. The impulse completes, then we are going to see the next leg of rise in the metals, which can be very, very, very stupendous rise. So outright IT index until we cross this price action zone, which is marked the price action zone, unless until 37 200 is crossed, we are not out of the woods. IT can be an corrective advance. 37 200 has to cross in the IT. 37 200 or 300, 37 300, that's on the IT front. Small cap index is underperforming the overall market structure. Small cap is underperforming. I'm not outright bullish, even if we are in a triangular pattern or even a flag kind of a pattern. Small cap can underperform. I don't entertain small caps as of now. Let me sneak into the mid cap structure. Mid cap, if it has to outperform, it has to go across the fresh highs, else it could have entered in a flat correction. The highs of 61 to 20 is the high. 59 800 breaks. Mid cap nifty is on for a toss. 59,000 breaks, more of a selling would come. So basically, the Friday selling, we need to watch out how the continuation next week is very crucial for the markets. Keep your fingers crossed, my dear friends. So that's a brief analysis on the different indices. If you have any questions, that's it for now. Disclaimer, I would like to add: stock market investments are subject to market risk. Please read the related documents carefully before trading or investing. Do consult your financial advisor. Registration with SEBI does not guarantee you any returns. I am a trader, Mr. Raju Angadi Vishwanath, SEBI registered RA. I hold some positions also in IT. One stock which I'm bearish is Cient, where I have a position. So this stock breaks 1080, it will head to below 1000. Below 1000 levels, it can head 1080 broken. This stock is headed below 1000. So this is the stock which I'm seeing the bearish structure until this Friday's high as a stop 1148 as a stop. One can see that weakness to persist in the stock. Watch out the stock how it behaves. So that's a small brief disclaimer. I hold a positions, that is also a disclaimer. Thank you. So any questions, we are open up for the questions as of now. Okay, stock specific views. Anyways, in our live, we are going to explain, my dear friends. But still, I'm going to take up HAL. He wants to average. Mr. Girish also wants to average on HAL. I would not expect HAL to average out. The correction may be over, but it can consolidate a bit more. If we break these zones, then it's a criteria. 4,470 is a very important zone. Then there can be a correction towards 4,200 in the next leg of corrective decline. So that's what the charts are hinting for the HL 4200. I'm watching out HL. If it cracks, the correction has to come in. Okay, Mr. Bhavesh Mehta ji is asking near rule number 2. See, there are three different types of trend: primary trend, secondary trend, and the minor trend. That is what it is. Primary trend is a trend where the larger degree direction is on the buy side or the sell side. Secondary trend are the reactions in between it, where it happens. That is the theoretical concepts. Any time frame one can adapt. So secondary trends are the reaction of a primary trend. All the single moves, what happens, that is the minor trend. So these are the primary trend is bearish, secondary reactions are there, in between minor trends are there. So hope Mr. Bhavesh ji, I am clear. Hope I have answered all your queries, my dear friends. Any more questions, my dear friends? 995 is the target for the cent, my dear friends. I hope there are no more questions. Okay, Mr. Manohar sir, you are there live. Do you need to get into any questions? If you have questions for any both of us, we can answer your questions. Great, great, my dear friends. Hope the session has been informative and it's been understanding on the trends. All of you enjoyed the trends. If you would like to get the premium advisory research, you can contact us on the trader set. Any more questions? Sir, it's a quite complicated and time consuming process. As of now, the Elliott wave counts can't be shown due to the time constraint. We are about to end up the session. It is a time consuming process. Please feel free to act. It depends on the different time frames. In the larger degree, there are different wave counts. Sir, stock scanners, there are different methods. Everybody has their own method. Some people use the super trend to scan the stocks. Some people purely based on the price action. I am a reversal trader, so there is a lot of methods. Let's discuss on the scanners in the different way. You can contact us on